Hey, 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 and welcome to Sound Wisdom Tarot with me, Shannon Rose Scott, your favorite tarot reader, here to give you a collective, timeless reading for your career, soul path, life purpose. Yes, this is a timeless reading, meaning that whenever you've happened to stumble upon this reading is the right timing for you. And collective, meaning it's for the general collective. So not everything might resonate. Please tune into your inner wisdom and pick and choose only what actually resonates for you. Okay, don't try to force anything to fit. So here we go. Let's get into it, collective. Spirit guides, high divine, intergalactical beings, and angel guides, please help me connect to the spirit guides of my collective here for a career, soul path, life purpose reading. I want to get the overall energy, please. One card from the Kipper deck. Overall, they're sticking today. Okay, so when they stick like that, there's something kind of stuck right now in your career, soul path, life purpose. Yeah, and the card that was really stuck here was calling for change. Okay, so that speaks to me that you're resisting change right now, but you're being called to do so. Right, so here we have this wonderful image of a vehicle all packed up. Okay, all packed up with suitcases, belongings. It's time to move on to something new, collective. What else was here? Distant horizons. So this change is taking you off to distant horizons, okay? Some new things are coming in way off, way off. So that could actually mean travel, but it could also mean time. So distant future. And you're feeling a little imprisoned, okay? You're feeling imprisoned by your current situation and maybe by the need to make this change. But the good news is it's just a feeling. It's not like you're actually in prison, okay? You're just feeling, you're thinking imprisonment type thoughts and feelings. But you can get out of this. You can get out of this. We've got adjudication. So you might even be involved in some sort of legal procedure. Or this could be the high judgment from the high divine. Don't ever correct on earth what needs to be corrected in heaven. So yes, because we've got high honor coming your way. You are a person of high honor, collective, and you're really being called to tap into that right now. You got two messages of concern, a message of concern and the concern card. So, okay. What is the story here? I'm picking up on a bit of a story here, collective. Regarding your soul path, life purpose, career. You need to make this change. Because there's been some concern in your current situation regarding high honor. Okay, so whether you haven't been acting at your highest or whether those around you haven't been acting at their highest. I'm almost feeling though, I'm not seeing the thief card here. I kind of feel like there was something perhaps you were doing, collective, that was causing you to feel imprisoned. I don't think you were actually doing something illegal here, okay? Although maybe for some of you. But no, I'm more getting the sense that you weren't putting your own honor first. So you were behaving in ways that weren't true to your own honor for your soul. right? And when we don't put our soul's purpose first, when we live a life based on other people's expectations, that's why we feel imprisoned. And it's hard to not do this, right? Like it's hard to put your high honor first, to put your soul's high honor first, because we're not taught in society to do that, right? We're taught to play the game of society, like work yourself to death, to pay the bills, to, have all these things. That's what we're taught to do. And yet your soul purpose is calling you to do something else. But this is good. It looks like Spirit is coming through for you. It's saying it's time to actually go through your life and judge for yourself how it is you want to keep behaving, talking, interacting with others, how you want to be in the world. Because this is a wonderful time right now that you can change. You've got everything you need to move off in this new direction. You just got to do it. If you don't, you're going to be faced with a lot of people are going to be concerned about you because you won't be living your highest self. You have an opportunity here to move off. I think your soul path wants to take you on a journey. On that journey you've been yearning to do your whole life. It's time to make that change and do it. Okay, so let's get into this more. Let's now turn to the tarot to figure out some deeper messages regarding your situation, collective. Regarding this inability, or it's not an inability, regarding this blockage. Yeah. Around changing. So you just got the 10 of Swords. Boom. 8 of Wands. Nice. Wow. These cards are just flipping. We have Queen of Cups. Beauty. Okay, so let's start with this. So in your recent past, 10 of Swords. In your recent past, this is why it's been hard for you to work on your high honor and putting your soul purpose first. Because you've been stabbed in the back over and over and over again by at least 10 different people, situations, places, or things. Okay, at least 10. This could be family members, friends, lovers, work. So bosses, or the people under you, if you're the boss. Establishments, right? Businesses, work businesses. There's a lot here that has been unjust. But Spirit has seen this, right? This wasn't you being unjust. This was people doing this to you. This is people doing this to you, stabbing you in the back, so it wasn't a fair fight. Okay, you didn't even see it coming. And it happened over and over and over again. It was a cycle. And so this picture is starting to get clearer here. It was your past that was keeping you imprisoned. The thing is, because it was a cycle, we don't necessarily start the cycle ourselves, but then we do allow it to continue. So collective, what have you been choosing over and over again that was the same, expecting a different result. Right? That's like the sign of, like you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. That leads to madness, right? That leads to that feeling of imprisonment. There was something that you kept doing over and over again that kept allowing these people to put that sword in your back. Perhaps you're too trusting, collective. Yeah, because you're a good person. I'm getting that sense now. You're a person of high honor. I'm not sure, like at the beginning I was saying, I'm not sure if you're the one that wasn't acting in high honor. I mean, I think sometimes you didn't as a way to appease the people around you. You thought you were doing the right thing. But whenever we don't put our own soul purpose first, right, it leads to people doing this to us. But now, look at this. These cards are confirming this. We have moving off, right, into a new direction. And you're going really quickly. This is a great card. This is moving off into the unknown. Like you don't know exactly where you're going. You're just going somewhere. And that's what this card was asking you to do. Change. Get in that vehicle and go. You've got all your stuff with you. You've got everything you need. It's time to go off to these distant horizons. We don't even know where it is exactly. It's just somewhere better. Because coming up, you got the Queen of Cups. This is being emotionally fulfilled. This is this is being loving and loving your life. Yeah, I love this for you. You get to go from 10 of Swords to Queen of Cups. That's great news. That's great news. That's like when you put your high honor first and decide to actually make this change. It's like 5D justice, right? Justice happening. Justice happening for you, leading you to your Queen of Cups energy where you feel emotionally fulfilled, where you feel loving and loving towards others and where you receive love back. It's nurturing yourself through your own cup, right? It's being able to nurture yourself fully. This means also like taking time to nurture yourself. You need to heal, right? So right now you're in a place of like just getting out of there, getting away from this. And in the next steps, you got to make sure you're taking time to nurture yourself and love yourself. What are the things you love to do that help you feel calm? Spending time in nature, reading inspiring stories, listening to uplifting music, cooking food, cooking nurturing food for yourself, drinking lots of water. Yeah, cleaning. Cleaning can be nurturing, right? It makes you feel so nice when the space you're in it has gone from a state of, being in chaos to being clean. And then play, right? Water is also a play element. What are the things you love to do for fun? Dancing, playing with animals, talking with your friends. It's definitely time to nurture yourself as you're making this big change for your soul path, life purpose, career. I want a little more. Please, Spirit. What is in the shadow? What is like really stopping our collective here from... Okay, thank you. We got 4 cards here. Interesting. Okay, so this is in your shadow. 3 of Wands. This is the card of going off on a new direction. They're all saying the same things, these cards. That's clarification. We're on the right track here. So this is your shadow. You're spending a little bit too much time just looking at it, looking at the new world without actually going into it. See how this person is standing here and looking? The good news is that you've got support. Maybe these messages of concern we had at the beginning. This is almost like a mother-father figure. And here we have 2 rods at either side of you supporting you, and then your own rod that you're holding. So it's like perhaps your parents are supportive. Perhaps this is 2 friends, 2 other family members. Not everybody resonates with having supportive parents. But you definitely have had 2 people supporting you. I think a masculine, feminine, this concern card over here. So you've got support. It's now time for you to take that rod and move off. 10 of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. This is having all your dreams come true. This is one of the best cards in the deck. This is your shadow. This is in your shadow section of the reading, which tells me you're just not allowing yourself to have it. Probably because of all the times in the past that people stabbed you in the back, right? That people didn't have your back, that people betrayed you and treated you unfairly. It's now hard to imagine that you can have this. All right, it seems too good to be true. But this card is here because you have it. Okay, you have everything you need. You have it with you. Even if these qualities are inside, right? Like it might not be actual material abundance, but you have everything within you to do this new step on your journey. And it's leading you to your ultimate wish fulfillment, ultimate like fulfillment of your emotions, of having like friends, family, love, the life of your dreams. You just got to let yourself have it. Death. You need to transform. Okay. Death card is not actual death. It's like, it sometimes can mean that, but it's usually more so, and especially what I'm seeing here. You got to let this old cycle die. You got to let it die, right? It's time to stop feeling imprisoned by your own lack of following your higher wisdom. It's time to let that old cycle die. You got to let yourself transform. You got to transform just standing and looking at your 10 of Cups. This person was actually looking at their 10 of Cups, right? Just looking at it. It's right there and they're just looking at it. They're not going into it. It's like somebody who's, staying inside, and right out the window is like everything they could ever want, but they just keep staying inside looking at it. When all you have to do is open the door and walk out into it. Okay, you got to let that behavior die. It's time for you, because I feel like you've had some of these messages like for a few weeks here, collective. For those of you that have been watching regularly, the more you watch and comment, the more I can tap in to your energy. So thank you for those of you who are doing that, because I'm connecting into you right now. I can feel it, right? So because you've had these similar messages, I want you to get really clear on what behaviors you want to put to death. Okay, what thought patterns you want to put to death. Maybe even have like a little funeral for them, okay? Get like super clear. Write it down, put it in a burning bowl, burn it, bury it. Wash it away in the shower. Do all of these things, right? The more ways you can practice killing the old thought, killing the old behavior, the more you can do that, the more it'll start to show up in your life. When you catch yourself recycling those thoughts that are not helpful, maybe set a timer. Say, okay, I'm going to indulge in this thought that I know isn't helpful. I'm going to purposely indulge in it for like 1, 2, 3 minutes max, 3 more minutes. And that's all I'll give myself today. Okay? Because sometimes we need to, like, dying can take time. It's not always instant. Some things take a while to die out, especially since they've happened to you over and over and over again. Okay? Especially because you've had this cycle, this repeating cycle for possibly 10 years, collective. These are the things, the habits, the thoughts that are hard to let die out. So one way to do that is to actually indulge in it on purpose, okay? Because you're going to be indulging in it anyway. So you might as well indulge in it on purpose. Honestly, every day, give yourself permission to indulge in the thoughts you're ready to let die. Set a timer, 1, 2, 3 minutes max, and just let yourself think about them. Maybe write them out, or even just think about them. And then once that timer goes off, you got to visualize putting those thoughts in a box, putting the box up on a shelf somewhere or burying it. But like, let yourself actually choose something that works for you, that resonates for you, and tell yourself, okay, that was my time for today. I get to think about it again tomorrow, though. It helps so much to give yourself that permission. This is a tool I've used, okay? And then that day that you've already done it, when you catch yourself going back to those thoughts, say, no, cancel. I've thought about it already today. I get to think about it again tomorrow, right? So you're not like going cold turkey on yourself, all right? I get to think about it again tomorrow, but for today, it's up in that box, it's in that shelf, and I'll take it out again tomorrow. That's how you're going to work on letting these things die out. That's one way. Try it. Let me know in the comments how that works for you. And then finally, this is great. You have 8 of Swords in reverse in your shadow. So that means it's time. This is all confirmation, the same things. 8 of Swords is a card of being trapped by your own thoughts, being imprisoned by your own thinking, collective. Boom. Okay? You are tied up, blindfolded, and in this cage, but of your own thoughts. So it's no longer your reality. It was your reality. That's why you're stuck here. Because it was your reality for some time. But the 10 means a completion of a cycle. It's over. It's over. You're bringing it with you now. Because you keep thinking about it, you keep behaving it, you keep not making the new behavior change. You keep just standing there looking at it instead of going off towards your dream. Right? So now you're the only one. You no longer have these people sticking the swords in your back. Now you've kept all those swords, right? You've kept them. You've made a little wall around yourself with those betrayals of the past. And that makes sense. Okay, I'm not blaming you for it. I've done that before too, right? We've all done that. But you had this in reverse because it's time to stop doing that. It's time to stop doing it. And you're not yet. That's why it's in your shadow side. Another thing to stop. Okay, so what is our collective strengths, please, Spirit? What are the collective strengths, please, regarding this new change? What are the strengths that will help them do it? Oh, where's that flipper? Here we go. Ooh, yes. Oh my goodness. The tarot always amazes me. Here we go. Wow. Collective. Wait till you see this. Okay, so you've got Two of Pentacles. This is your strength. Juggling. Okay, this is juggling the old life and the new life. This is your strength. You have what it takes to juggle. So this is speaking to me that it's not going to be immediate shift into the new. You're going to have to juggle the old world a bit with the new world. So even though you're making this change and you're going off onto distant horizons, all right, you're going off to your Queen of Cups. To this emotional fulfillment, and you have the Ten of Cups right there waiting for you. It's going to take a little bit of juggling. Yeah, you got to work with this old thought pattern while you're building the new thought pattern. It's not like black and white, right? Sometimes we think like, oh, I'm still thinking these old thoughts. That means I can't think the better ones. No, you can juggle both, okay? In fact, you're going to have to juggle both, and it's your strength. You can. So even when you're catching yourself or letting yourself as well indulge in those more heavier, negative type thinking, it's just negative just means heavy, right? Heavy thoughts. You also get to be like, oh, right, but I get to juggle that with these lighter, more positive thoughts, thoughts that make me feel better. I'm going to juggle them. Same with behaviors. When you catch yourself not following your high honor, your own higher self, it's like, right, there I did that. I followed what society's told me. But here I'm juggling now, bringing in my higher honor. I like this. I like this for you. You have this as your strength. You have 3 more cards here as your strength. You've got the Empress. Boom! Yes! The Empress is all 4 queens. Okay, so we've got Queen of Cups, which is your emotions. We've got Queen of Wands, which is your drive, your passion, your ability to like manifest what you love, your passions, ability to manifest your passions. You've got Queen of Coins, which is the ability to manifest your financial abundance. And you have Queen of Swords, the thinking card. So being the master of your thoughts. This is your strength. Can we get any better than this, collective? Okay, so not only can you juggle the old and the new, you are the Empress. You are the Empress of your life. Okay? You've got everything you need. Everything. She is the queen of creativity. Okay? She is like birthing the new life that you're looking for. You've got that as your strength. You have the creative potential to do this, to make this change. This also speaks to me of needing like creative ways to problem solve. Okay, so yes, there's going to be juggling. There's going to be some like, it's not going to be totally easy sailing. You're on a bit of unfirm ground in this new change, right? That makes sense. As you're going off into this new destination, this distant horizon, you need to make sure you're embracing the ability to problem solve in creative ways. Okay, so think outside the box when problems come up. You don't have to solve them the way you did in the past. And you'll juggle with that, right? Sometimes you'll be like, oh, this way I used to do it works for this. And then another situation will be like, oh, the way I used to do it doesn't work for this. I got to think differently here. And you can. This is your strength. You can think differently, feel differently, manifest abundance differently. And what's the other one? Oh, and manifest your passion differently. And you got the Lovers. Boom. Yes. Yes, collective. You got the Lovers. Oh, let me just hide these little bums because YouTube doesn't always like nudity. So you've got the Lovers here. This means you got to make the big choice. This is big choice. Two of Pentacles is also making a choice, right? As you're learning to juggle, you got to keep choosing high honor, okay? And whenever you catch yourself feeling imprisoned, that's just a sign that you're not in alignment with yourself. Okay, it's not like oh no, what am I gonna do? Oh no, I'm a bad person. No, it's not that. It's just whenever you feel imprisoned, it's a big wake-up call that you're just not in alignment with yourself, with your own high honor. So you get to choose over and over and over again. It's not like a one-time deal, okay? Every moment you get to make that choice. Every moment. Every moment is a new chance to choose again. And keep choosing what you love. The Lovers. This is the card to choose what you love. When making choices, I love the phrase, if it's not a full body yes, it's actually a no. Wow, that was in a dream I had last night. I mean, I've known this phrase for a while, but I actually dreamt about that phrase last night. If it's not a full body yes, it's a no. That will help you in choosing. I know I get so excited about so many things, right? I have so many interests and so many different likes that sometimes I'm like, oh, but I could really like that. Like, yes, I mostly am having a yes for such and such a decision. No. That's what gets me in trouble. That's what gets me overwhelmed and doing too many things. Because I mostly like a lot of things. But when I have that full body yes, and usually I can't make sense of it with my mind, right? Like usually it's like my mind doesn't have a good reason for the yes, but I still feel it, right? My body's like a full body yes. So it's a body yes, right? Not a mind yes. This will help you in making this choice. This is your strength. You have a strength in choosing your heart, collective. This is your strength. And this also means that you really do. You've got the Lovers, you have the Ten of Cups. You have the opportunity here to choose the life of your dreams. Stop choosing imprisonment, okay? That was the old cycle. These people are no longer here betraying you. They're done. They're gone. You're leaving. You're leaving that old situation. You've left it, right? You're currently leaving it. You've recently left it. You're currently leaving it. You don't need to keep choosing that. Choose this. And look at this. This is your other strength. The ability to move forward quickly towards your heart's desire. Knight of Wands. The Knights are like going with like purpose, with drive. They're going quickly. They're moving forward. And Wands is your passion. It's like what you love. This is your career. This is like having the passionate career. That's your strength. You've got all these amazing, amazing messages. It's just really, you just got to work on this Death card. You got to let yourself kill off the parts of your life that aren't in alignment with your high honor. That's your job. That's your job. All right, that's your next steps. Let's get ready to close this out because this is a beautiful reading for you, collective. Boom. What do I want? Yeah, let's choose this deck. Here we go. I want a final message of guidance from Spirit, please. What are some final messages of guidance for our collective, please? What else do they need to know as we close out this reading? What are their final messages of support, wisdom, guidance on this soul path journey? Spirit's like, you already heard it all. What more can we say? What more can we say? Just one, please. Just one. Just one more message, please. One more message, please. One more message for my beautiful collective. And collective, if you haven't hit that like button yet, could you please hit that like button? comment below. Make sure to, even if it's just an emoji, right? It really helps me tune in to your energy in future readings. The more you comment, hit that like button, and definitely make sure you've subscribed. The more I can actually tune into you and your specific reading. Oh, interesting. You've got as a final message, you've got the I'm sorry card. Righting past wrongs. I feel like there's two messages here. One is you need to forgive yourself for having stayed in prison so long. Okay? Forgive yourself. And the other is all these people that stabbed your back in the past, they're going to be sorry. All right? They either are genuinely sorry or they're going to be sorry when they see you soar to your success. Okay? So like that's the best revenge. You don't need to do anything to get revenge on these people who did this to you. You don't need to do that. Just focus on your heart's passion and they will be sorry. They'll be sorry. Oh, collective. I'm just pulling right from this deck here. One more. Ooh, sacred pool. Yeah. Nurture yourself. That goes back to that Queen of Cups energy. Right now, next steps are nurture yourself. Nurture yourself through your own sacred pool. What is sacred to you? What makes you feel connected to your higher self? That's the last message, yeah. What helps you feel connected to your higher self? And it's different for everyone. Some people like to write. Some people like to sing or make music. Some people like to walk through the trees and hug them. Some people like to connect with an animal. What helps you connect to your higher spirit? Aww. Collective, it's been such an honor tuning into your energy. Thank you for being here, for watching. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to my returning subscribers. Yes, indeed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Spirit, for helping me connect in. And until next time, collective, keep tuning into your inner wisdom.